Hey guys, welcome back to Scott Owned Football. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the Premier League stadiums. I'm going to be listing them from elite to boring. It'll be all of them, it will. I'll be putting the stadiums down in each category. I hope everyone's staying safe. So I've got nothing else to say as I get into the video. Right, elite, I've got Old Trafford, Man United Stadium, the biggest stadium in the UK. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the newest Premier League stadium, which holds 62,000 people. It's a great stadium. It's got an interesting fact here. It's got the longest bar in Europe inside the stadium, and about the pints in the stadium, there's something that fills up from the bottom that fills it up automatically, so they can serve over thousands of pints in a few minutes again. So that's really interesting. Also, Anfield is one of the really famous stadiums in England. St James's Park, Newcastle are a really good fan base to do. So I'll put that one there as well. My very good category is the Etihad Stadium. Well, I'm not too much of a fan on the stadium. It's a good, decent stadium. Yeah, it is decent, but I think the design of the stadium ain't great. You got one stand that is higher than the other, and one stand that is lower than that. I don't really like that. But it is a very good stadium though, and I don't know how long it's been there. It used to be they used to play at the Old Main Road. That Old Main Road was actually quite a good stadium, but that one pretty better though. Right, I've got Villa Park. Well, I don't really like Villa, but I can't really be too unfair to Villa because their stadium is a really good stadium. To be fair, it is a very good stadium, so I can't be too unfair, even if I don't like them. I'll still respect the stadium though. I still respect the fan base in their stadium though. Also gone for Goodison Park. Well, Everton are supposed to be getting a new stadium by the docks. Well, I don't know if it'll be good though. I hope it doesn't turn out to be like West Ham Stadium. I hope it doesn't. I've got the Emirates Stand. Well, what I don't like about the stadium that much, I know it's a very good stadium because it's 60,000 people, but because the seats are quite far away from the stadium. Well, it's not as bad as West Ham, I suppose. It's a lot better than West Ham, but the seats. So yeah, Tottenham's sort of same design of it, but the seats are actually more designed and closer to each other, but the Emirates are a bit further away than Tottenham's. In the good category, I've gone for Molineux, the 31,700 stadium. Well, it's a good stadium and it's been there for over 100 years, but there are plans to extend the stadium. There are so have 50,000, but I don't know if that's true or not. It might be rumours or plan, but I'm not too sure. But there's images on the internet. There is. So people can go and have a look at that if you want. I think when it's done, it'll be. I would not want to leave Molineux because it's a lovely stadium. Well, I do feel sorry for the away fans because it is a bit of a crappy away end though, because the steeple has a cramped up stand. Well, it needs knocking down really. I think it's one of the oldest stands to steeple. It's quite a famous stand with all fairness. I would not want to leave Molineux because it would be really sad after 100 years, but I think they could easily expand the stadium because they already filled in one corner bit temporarily have. But I think they're planning. I hope it does go ahead. It will be great if it gets done. I've gone for Stamford Bridge, the 40,000 stadium. Well, there were plans to extend to about 60,000, but the terraced houses, lots of terraced houses around. There were plans to knock them all down, but it's been really tricky. It has. Also, Chelsea is in a very posh area of London as well, a very rich area of London as well. I want it to be bigger because I want it to be competing with Arsenal and Tottenham about 60,000. I quite like stadiums that compete with each other. Also, I've got Carrow Road down. I forgot the capacity stadium, but I think it's actually a really nice stadium, you know. Also, I've gone for Bramall Lane, or the Forced Still. The nickname the Blades. I got a lot of respect for Sheffield United, their fans, and Chris Wilder because he came up from League One. But he used to be in the Premier League years ago. But when Neil Warnock was in charge of them, but coming from League One, and then they won the title in League One, I think, and then they weren't very good back then. But they were in League One. They got promoted in they got promoted from League One, and the Championship, they got near the playoffs for one season and didn't quite do it. And the next season, I think they got automatic promotion. Norwich won the title that season, but I think it's actually a really good stadium. Right, but the next category is okay. Right, I've gone for Selhurst Park. Well, I don't really like it that much because I think the away end's pretty crap as well. Well, to be fair, it's quite an oldish stadium as well, so... But I think that the one stadium's only got about one tier in, but the rest of the one's got two in. It's quite an old ground. It reminds me a bit more of a Championship ground. Well, they were in the Championship for a start. Well, I've got for Vicarage Road next. Well, this Vicarage Road isn't really that big, really. It's more of a Championship ground, but I'm not too against Vicarage Road, really, because it is a good away end. Maybe not the best stadium in the UK, but I think that's really fair. Right. The not great category is the Vitality Stadium. Well, for the away fans, it's so tricky for the away fans because you get such a bad allocation going there because it's about 12,000, I think. So, well, Bournemouth for a start, can't be too unfair on them. I think people give Bournemouth a lot of stick though and disrespect them a bit. I do respect Eddie Howe and Bournemouth because Eddie Howe brought them all the way up from League Two. That is an amazing achievement. He's been there for more than 10 years now, I think. It's a long time for an English manager at one club. So I think they were on about a new stadium. They were. I hope that goes ahead for them. Well, Bournemouth hasn't really got a big fan base, really. Well, I put it there. I think that it's not great. It's not a great stadium. Turf Moor. I think in that stadium, they've got wooden seats in that stadium. I don't like wooden seats. I don't like the away end. I think it's really crammed at away end and you don't get a very good allocation. Well, it's pretty possibly one of the worst grounds in the Premier League. The next one is 60,000 Stadium, the Olympic Stadium, London Stadium. Well, I think even the West Ham fans can agree with me over this, that it's not meant for football, it's for Olympics. It's not very well designed. The seats are so far away. Any section you sit in the London Stadium, you can't really see the pitch. Poorly designed. The owners said it would be so much better and stuff, but it's not. I really like... I think if everyone would agree with me that the bowling ground was an excellent ground. It was a great atmosphere. It was the fan base within a community, which I quite liked. I don't feel sorry for the West Ham fans turning it up to a stadium with no atmosphere. A stadium that's really far, the seats are so far away. It's not, West Ham, I don't think West Ham's a very well-run club. Well, the bowling stadium is really well run, but now it's not being run very well, really. Also, Newcastle United are meant to be getting a 300 million takeover. It's still going on. I don't know if it has gone ahead yet, but I hope it does go ahead for Newcastle. I don't really disrespect Mike Ashley too much because he's not a great football owner. He's more a businessman. I think he's taking on too many things at the same time. So it's better off for him to go and focus on other stuff. So I hope their takeover carries. So I hope the takeover for Newcastle United goes ahead. The next category is boring. I've gone for the King Power Stadium. I've also gone for the Amex Stadium, Brighton, and St Mary's Stadium, Southampton. Well, the King Power and St Mary's, the stadium's the exact same design. Yeah, exact same design. Well, Leicester allocation's really better for the away fans. I don't think Southampton's away allocation's that good. It's not great, but the only thing different about St Mary's and King Power is the different colour seats. St Mary's Stadium seats are red and King Power's blue. We're already at the end of the video now, so if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. And please tell me what your 3 favourite stadiums are in the Premier League. Or to say if you agree with me or disagree. I don't mind if people disagree with me, that's perfectly fine. We're entitled to our own opinions. Well, I will be uploading a few more, like I said in the last video. If you haven't checked out the VAR one, VAR thoughts, I can't remember the other one, but anyway, there's a few more on here if you want to watch. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Anyway, all the best from Scott. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.